Peace and power to the black family. Peace to the black gods and goddesses. Peace to all my people out there. Hotep. Sound like them. I just got to get a couple things I wanted to get off my chest today. A couple things that's pissing me off. Of course, as usual. I'm watching the whole Black Lives Matter situation. Black Lives Matter movement slowly and surely getting reduced to go vote. Vote for Democrats. Slowly but surely getting reduced to go to the polls. Go vote. Vote for who? Biden? Vote for Biden? Same dude who was responsible for the 1994 crime bill that destroyed a bunch of black lives. This who we gonna go vote for? We gonna vote for Trump, who was just saying shoot all of the looters. Who we gonna vote for? I mean, like, explain this to me, because we want to reduce and take Black Lives Matter and turn it into go vote. But what is voting ever done for us as a people? Half y'all don't even know why y'all vote, who y'all voting for, or why y'all even Democrats. Like, did y'all know, go turn this TV down. Like, did y'all know that all of these black folks that's running around just Democrats don't even know why they're Democrats? And did y'all know that historically the Democrats was all of the racist people in the South? They was fighting on the Civil War with the Confederate flag, all Democrats. They the ones who was fighting Abraham Lincoln to not free slavery, all Democrats, okay? But now all of a sudden, right after we get the right to vote, a couple years after we get the right to vote, we switch our allegiance from the Republicans to the Democrats. Now, I'm not saying we should have allegiance to Republicans either. I'm saying don't vote at all. And it's starting to get on my nerves how people want to keep convoluting the story and convoluting the situation. At the end of the day, tell me, I want tangible results. Why you vote for Democrats? Why you vote for Republicans for that matter? But why do you vote like for Democrats? Like, why do all black people be like, oh, Democrats, I'm voting for Democrats? Why? You don't even know, but you do it though. And this is what I'm saying. As a people, we got to start educating ourselves more as to the true history and nuances of what's going on in this country. We running around here voting for Democrats like Democrats was not fighting against Abraham Lincoln, fighting to keep us segregated, fighting to keep us the schools segregated, all of this. The Democrats was historically against black folks. Republicans too, don't get it twisted. They historically against us too. But why this shift? See, it's another trick by the system. Yo, do y'all know that we switched over to the Democratic Party in 1968? We just got the right to vote in 1965. So literally, all of us was Republicans riding with Lincoln and he freed the slaves. And then 3 years after we got the right to even vote, all of us is Democrats now. 90% of us is Democrats. Why? See, it's another trick by the system, okay? Them same damn Democrats who signed 3 strikes law, who signed stop and frisk, who signed mandatory minimums. These same Democrats that y'all all riding and voting for. Why? Like, explain this to me why. See, what they do is they take all of this money and they take your movement, which was Black Lives Matter, which actually meant something. They take your movement and they shift the narrative of your movement. They shift the narrative of the true essence of what the movement was even about. See, Black Lives Matter don't have nothing to do with vote Democrat. Black Lives Matter got everything to do with the fact that Black lives matter. That's it. We're not going to turn this into no talking point and turn this into no political agenda that we're going to now use this to go get some fake solution to an age-old problem. Bro, we suffering and dying in every aspect of society. Don't tell me to go vote Democrat and then everything going to be better. Don't even tell me about police reform and then everything is going to be better. It's not, okay? Because the police acting the way they do is just a outcome of a racist white supremacist system. That's what everybody hate black people, not just police. White people hate black people. Spanish people be having feelings sometimes. Black people even hate black people. But this is the design of a white supremacist system. This is the design of the system that we live in. Now, they have controlled every single aspect and guided every single movement of us as a people. Every single movement of us as a people. But now we think all of a sudden that when it comes to voting and being Democrat, that's the way to go. Voting and being Republican, that's the way to go. Them damn Republicans and them damn Democrats both took a vested interest in the subjugation and the oppression of black people. So don't tell me about Republicans and Democrats. Don't tell me about voting, period. Don't tell me about this system. I don't want to hear it. Because until you want to take the stand necessary and needed to really, really solve the problems of black lives being destroyed and mutilated, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I put on something yesterday about abortion. And if y'all know anything about abortion, and it's no disrespect to anybody who ever got abortions before, but if y'all know anything about abortion, abortion had its inception in racist eugenicists that wanted to wipe black people off the face of the earth. That was the whole point of Planned Parenthood and abortion. In the 60s, all of our black leaders, Lisa, hush. In the 60s, all of our black leaders condemned abortion. It was even Jesse Jackson, when he was running for president, condemned it. Oh no, it's life. It's all about life. But then, all of a sudden, after they put bullets in the heads of all of your black leaders in the 60s, they put abortion clinic, legalized abortion in the early 70s. See, this is a plot. This is by design. Y'all got to follow the course of history and understand that this is by design. They wanted to wipe you off the planet, wipe you off the face of the earth. And abortions is just one way that they do it. Now, you want to tell me about a woman's right to choose, and that's cool. But let's really examine a woman's right to choose. Is it a woman's right to choose herself for her own life? A woman's right to choose that man, if he going on child support and got to deal with this kid for the next 20 years? Or a woman's right to choose whether or not this kid lives or dies? How do we take the man out of it, the child out of it, and solely say it's the woman who decides whether or not this child lives or dies? Whether or not a man, flesh and blood, his seed, pride and joy, lives or dies. Okay? Like, let's be honest here. Okay? See, but what we don't want to do is really, really fight for black lives. We just want to take on the cliche, protest of the day. So it's on the news, Black Lives Matter. Oh yeah, let's go, Black Lives Matter. But do you really care? Do you really care? Because we can call everybody else to account. We know the system is evil. We know they trying to murder us, kill us. We know this. And we're going to keep fighting that system. But it takes a certain point where we have to acknowledge the fact that we are continue to be tricked. We continue to have a little piece of culpability in our own destruction. And what do I mean? Right now, in this awakened day and age, we can no longer continue to fight their wars, their points, whatever they say is the fight for black people. We got to really delve into this situation, and we really got to see who cares and who don't. We got to go back into history and see what policies and programs was put in place to really put us in this situation. We got to see if those minds responsible for destroying us is still in control and in power today. This is what we don't want to do. Y'all want to take on the arguments and the fights that's comfortable for y'all, but y'all don't want to take on the real arguments and the fights that's really gonna make a difference. I talk about these damn rappers all the time, all right? And we want to talk about Black Lives Matter, and they do, but it don't stop at police reform. What about these damn rappers being responsible for all these young boys killing each other? Like, Black Lives Matter, we gonna go across the board. We gonna realize that abortion is black genocide. Just Google black genocide, abortion, black genocide. Google it. You'll see tons of information that come up that lets you know that their number one agenda, matter of fact, go to blackgenocide.org. Their number one agenda is the depopulation of us, bro. This is a fact. This is a fact. And this pissed me off. I get on, yesterday I put a post out. All these sisters on my post. Oh, it's a woman's right. How dare you? How dare you tell me it's a woman's right? They done tricked y'all and believing it's a feminist issue. That y'all standing up for some sort of right a woman had. This ain't no women's right issue, abortion. It's a human's right issue. All right, you ain't the only person affected by abortion. That man is affected. Your family, his family, that child, his wife in the future he could have had, the kids that could have came from him. All of these people is affected by your selfish decision to abort. Now, I don't want to hear about rape and, oh, she got raped and all of that. Well, then let's put together a tribunal. Let's put together an authoritative body. Let's put together some sort of judges, something that can say, why are you about to murder your child? Under what circumstances? Where's the mental health evaluation before abortion? Why don't they check these women's minds out? Like, yo, look, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go down this path? None of that. You could be 18, 17, go up in the clinic, they give you a pill, kill your baby. See, they don't care about your mental health. They don't care about a woman's right to choose. They don't care about nothing but black death, okay? Until we start understanding and realizing and seeing that, black lives ain't never going to matter. Let's stop this misconception. Let's stop riding with the popular narrative and view of the black solution. Because if you really care about black people, if you really cared about black people, then you would delve deep into finding the true solutions for our people. I don't want to hear about vote Democrat, bro. I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear about go to the polls. These dudes done threw millions of dollars at y'all to shift the narrative and focus from Black Lives Matter to go vote. You know what I'm saying? This is not the way. This is not the path of salvation for us. Black economics, black independence, black freedom, getting our own hospitals, own school, all that's cool. All that's fine. But buying into a system that was responsible for destroying you, that's dumb shit. Okay? So the only way black people gonna get out of this whole situation is to go vote in the same system that was responsible for destroying them. Y'all not making no sense, point blank, period. Like, let's really, really delve into the issues of Black Lives Matter. Y'all don't want to do this. Y'all don't want to take no culpability, and I'm fed up with it, man. We talk about, every time we go to examine the culpability that we have now. Yes, the system is responsible, yes, but we hold culpability. All my rich, affluent, theological minds of the black community who won't never take a stand for us unless the system agrees with the stand they taking. All these niggas gotta go, bro. These black leaders who ride the backs of black folks just to get the white folks, all them niggas gotta go, bro. Point blank, period. The revolution will not be televised. We getting killed, bro. They murdering us in the vaccines. They murdering us in black on black crime. They murdering us, tricking us into black on black crime by poisoning our music, of course. They murdering us with the diseases. They murdering us in every aspect of society, the police. So let's not sit here and like, oh, yo, Black Lives Matter, go vote. Vote for what? Vote for who? When have they done anything? The fact about it, when those same people you vote for take public office, okay, those same people have to denounce black issues, have to denounce black leaders. Look at Obama, had to denounce Farrakhan, denounce his own pastor Jeremiah Wright. Anybody who stand up and expose this system for what it is, the covert trickery that's taking place not only with us, but all of the different darker nations around the planet. Anybody who exposed that becomes a villain, okay? And this is by design. So before y'all go out there and vote Democrat, do some research. Before y'all go out there and vote Democrat because that's what everybody else told y'all to do, then go do some research. Go do some research and you'll find out them Democrats always was against us just like the Republicans been against us. And they tricked y'all into voting for the Democrats. Right after civil rights, you get the right to vote in the 60s, 65, and then now 2 years later, you voting for all of the people who were just against you. It was the Democrats that was against you. The Democrats in the South. The Democrats was the Confederates. The Democrats was against Abraham Lincoln. That was the Democrats. As soon as they give you the right to vote, now all of a sudden they done tricked your ass into being Democrat. Don't be Republican either. Don't vote. The system is against you. It's rigged. That's not where our solution is found. Point blank, period. Hotep. Assalamu alaikum. Power to the people. I'm out of here. Think. couple things I want to get off my chest. Hotep, power to the people. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and power to all my protesters, all my rioters out there. You know, I just got a couple things I want to get off my chest, you feel me? I am sick and tired, absolutely sick and tired of going down my timeline and seeing all this all lives matter stuff. Soon as you start talking that all lives matter, I know you secretly racist. Soon as you start talking that all lives matter, I know you got a problem with my people. I understand that. You want to know why? Because you wasn't talking that all lives matter stuff yesterday. You wasn't talking that all lives matter stuff 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Now you talking all lives matter. Soon as we get out to protest, soon as we get out to say Black Lives Matter, you understand what I'm saying? And it's pissing me off. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this narrative. I'm tired of the, oh, well, black people kill black people. Yeah, well, we go to jail when we kill each other. When we kill each other, we go to jail, okay? Our problem is that these people are not being held accountable. They have no accountability for the things that they are doing. And this is our problem. This is why we are protesting. This is why we are out here. And don't try to change the narrative. Don't try to change it to looting and rioting. Because guess what? White people is out there looting and rioting more than us. They out there bugging, acting a fool. You know they the king of riots. All right? They riot when the sports team lose. They out here flipping cars. And they out here. All right? And to all my white people out here that's rioting and looting and doing whatever y'all doing to add to the struggle and to the cause, do not forget, when it get real, then we gonna see where you really at. Because things about to get real in this country. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever get it twisted. Things about to get real in this country. This is just the beginning, you feel me? And don't ever think that the government ain't planning this. They know exactly what they doing. This is not a mistake. They have high-class psychologists that socially engineer the direction of the people. You think this is a mistake? You think this is a joke? You think we ended up here by mistake? No. They purposely fan the flame of racism, fan the flame of racial tensions, purposely lie in the media. They purposely manipulate your viewpoints. They do this on purpose, and they do it for one specific purpose, and that is to keep us disenfranchised, to keep us destabilized. Black people at the middle of this whole story, all right? And don't you ever forget this. Don't you ever forget how powerful you are. Everybody want to talk about all lives matter. Everybody want to talk about everybody. But guess what? Black people the only people who did not ask to be here. Black people did not ask to come over here. We didn't come over here on the Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria. We came in here on the slaves, the hoes and slave ships. You understand what I'm saying? So we didn't ask to be here. So at the end of the day, and we don't got nowhere else to go. We've been cut off for 400 years, so we don't have nowhere to go. We can't go back to Africa easily like y'all saying. And on top of that, why should we? When we put all of the blood, sweat, and tears into this nation, and all of the races that's here, that's eating off the wealth of America, that wealth was produced by the blood, sweat, and tears, slavery, suffering, and death of black people. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm getting on live today because at the end of the day, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the narrative. I'm tired of y'all always trying to change the narrative, switch the narrative. You racist. You secretly racist. All lives matter. All lives matter is like saying, and I just posted the meme, it's like saying when a house is burning down, you call the fire company, well, you should spray down all the houses. No, nigga, all the houses not on fire. We dealing with black lives. We dealing with black issues, all right? Shout out to all of the people that's out there rolling with us, that's out there fighting with us. I see it. It's a united movement. But when things get thick, don't run and turn tail, because things will get thick and it will get worse. It will get worse out here. Don't ever get it twisted. You understand what I'm saying? We living in the belly of the beast. We living in modern day Babylon. We living in Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. All right? So don't you ever get it twisted. This country, it's our country and we got to deal with it. But this country, you understand what I'm saying? The history is genocide, slavery, war, bloodshed. You feel me? So karma working against us. You feel me? So at the end of the day, unless as a people, we start moving in a better direction. We start moving in the right direction. And that is by not turning a blind eye to all of the injustices that's happening just because it's not happening to you. Y'all all see the BS they do to black people. We've been here just as long as white people. We've been here for 400 years like they've been here. But we turn on the TV, we can't get a black superhero. Black Panther was the last damn superhero to get a movie. After they made 18 Iron Mans, 19. Come on, bro, I don't want to hear it. So at the end of the day, They constantly misrepresent us on TV. They constantly misrepresent us in the news, misrepresent us in the media. Even the music, I talk about it all of the time. You know what I'm saying? We misrepresented in the music. It's these damn corporations that's putting this thug, gangster, killer music out there. They ain't all of us. It's a lot of educated black people out there, conscious black people out there that's fighting for their people, that's fighting for the struggle. But we don't get the airtime. All right, you got to go on social media to see the warriors of consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? But power to the people. Don't get out there and loot. Don't get out there and riot. If you really about saving lives, about saving this country, then better yourself. Better yourself. Learn every single day. Learn every day so that when you come into contact with people, you can leave. They can leave you a better person than when they came to you. You understand what I'm saying? Nah. We're going to get on here today and we're going to talk about some misconceptions, man. I'm tired of it. And let's stop changing this narrative. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's way more white people out there looting than it is black people. They shifting the gears. You feel me? They shifting the gears. We've been doing this for years, all right? And damn it, we know damn well things will turn real ugly with us real quick. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, we out there because we tired of it. We out there and we gonna partake once, you know what I mean, things go, but we wasn't there at the inception of that stuff, and it's proof out there. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, let's not ever forget, they got police provocateurs out here that's purposefully inciting riots, inciting people, burning shit down, blowing shit up. They doing it on purpose. Why? Because they want to see you dead. They want to see you murdered. Don't ever get it twisted. They killing you in an abortion clinic. Yeah, don't forget about that. All right, how they put abortion clinics all through your communities. It's easier for you to get an abortion than it is for you to get a damn driver's license. All right, they killing you in the vaccines. They killing you in the food, the diseases. We dying, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, all different types of stuff. You think they killing you in the music? Okay, they got us killing each other out here. They killing us with AIDS. They killing us with all this other stuff. You really think they won't socially engineer a race war to get you up out of here too? This is what they do. This is what they do. They make sure before they destroy you, they take the public's perception of you and they destroy it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they've been doing for years with black people. They've been destroying the public's perception of us. The public think, all around the world think we goons, thugs, murderers, that we out here rioting, killing, acting a fool, that we unredeemable, that we recalcitrant. That's the picture that they want to paint of the former slave, of the victim, the true victim of white supremacy. All right? This is the picture they want to paint of us. But at the end of the day, it's time out for all of that. I mean, we getting fed up. Most of like Muhammad taught us, you feel me? That we've headed straight down the path towards a race war. You feel me? And God damn it, we can see it coming as we speak. We can see it coming. So when things get thick and the militia groups come out, all y'all that's protesting and rioting, don't turn tail and run in. That's when we're going to see what y'all true colors is. You understand what I'm saying? And to all my black people out there, let's not forget, it's a day of reflection. It's a day of unity and growth. We got to come together and organize. Yeah, it's cool for us to go out here and protest, but where the leaders at? We got to stop producing all these criminals and rappers and basketball players and produce more leaders. That's why I said each one teach one. That's why I said the true warriors of today are warriors of the mind, because we are living in a prison of the mind. We slaves in the mind. You see what I'm saying? So the warriors of today are mental warriors. They the ones that's going to strategize, plan. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we need. All of my people that's between 20, 40 years old, my young people, bro, don't ever get it twisted. It's our time. Malcolm X died at what, 39? Martin Luther King died in his 30s. We all 30 plus now. At the end of the day, we can't just keep on taking a back seat to justice. You understand what I'm saying? Every single day we got to fight for this. Every single day we got to grind for this, because guess what? Ain't nothing going to change. This is the system that we built on. People want to talk about the system is broken. The system not broken. The system is working exactly as it was designed to work. They purposely did this on purpose. This is exactly how they put the system together to work. To keep you destabilized, disfranchised, and keep white supremacy in the forefront of people's minds, to manipulate you, to guide your movements and the movements of the masses of the people, okay? This is by design, because the power is in the people. So if you want to hold power and sway over the people, then you have to manipulate them and use psychological warfare. You understand what I'm saying? This psychological warfare. And that's what we need to understand. That's what we need to realize. The war ain't over. The war ain't just start. We've been in the middle of the war. All of our brothers that's out here dying, they casualties of war. The system that took a bunch of crack babies and then raised them on gangster rap and then got them to do drugs again, promethazine and lean and all of that, and now they out here killing niggas, acting a goddamn fool. This is by design. The system ain't broken. This is the exact way the system was designed to work, to keep the slave a slave. You think they just gonna give up hundreds of millions of black people? And I don't want to hear, oh, we only this amount of population, because they think about future generations. They know you gonna have kids and they gonna have kids. So it's billions of us, really, out of a pot that they could eat off of. You think they gonna give you up? Huh? No, they just gonna find more creative ways to make money off of you. So you'll see a LeBron James, but somebody making billions off of LeBron. You'll see a Michael Jackson, but somebody making billions off of Michael Jackson. I heard Cat Williams say the people who made the most money off Bernie Mac hated his guts. They hated his soul. They was racist, a bunch of them racist, but they making money off of you, off your talents. We they golden goose. Bro, if they say buy Gucci, we buy Gucci by the millions. If they say buy Louis, we buy Louis by the millions. They give us a new liquor to buy. Oh, Absolute, Grey Goose, Patron, we buying Patron. They tell us to buy Dom Perignon, we buying Dom Perignon. Cristal, we buying Cristal. Whatever they tell us to buy, we buying. We they golden goose. Oh, and not to mention we producing all of the new trends. Hip hop, R&B, jazz, blues, soul, country, rock and roll, all of the good stuff that they eating off of, all of the top artists that they eating off of. They don't give you credit for your invention, okay? It was always a black mind behind it. You see Hidden Colors. They don't tell you about Granville T. Woods, Benjamin Banneker. They don't tell you about George Washington Carver and how he was the real mind behind Henry Ford. They don't tell you these things. So I'm saying, you gotta do more research, because at the end of the day, they got us out here worshiping goons. They got us out here worshiping rappers, when the real intellects and the thinkers and the minds that we really need to be worshiping and emulating and acting like, they purposely are being removed from the public eye. So as a people, if we really want to fight the war, we got to fight the war that count. And the war that count is the mental war. Now remember, you can't change the world until you change yourself. So we all running around trying to change the mentality of the people, but can you change the mentality of yourself? Can you yourself do the things necessary to lift yourself out the muck and mire? To lift yourself? Can you educate yourself? When the last time you picked up a book? Can you put the weed down, the liquor down? We want to change the world, but you can't change the world until you change yourself. That's why Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. You got to start with the man in the mirror. You change yourself, you change the world. So at the end of the day, let's not ever get it twisted. It's always about constant elevation, constant motivation, constantly moving up in our mind to higher levels of consciousness, because the higher level of consciousness gives us a higher level of purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Higher level of wisdom. Now we able to go out here and do the things that we need to do as a people. But let's not ever get it twisted. It's going to be war first. They ain't never gonna give up their golden goose without war. All right? We responsible for the economy of America and the wheels of America turning. We are the financial battery of the West. We are the financial engine of America, always have been. They wouldn't be what they was without the transatlantic slave trade. They wouldn't be what they was without us, their golden goose. That's why the whole world act like us. Everybody want to be black, but don't nobody want to be black. You go to Japan, they acting like us. You go to South America, they acting like us, dressing like us. They want to roll beat, talk this way. I'm listening to Spanish trap music. It sounds just like Young Thug. We always creating the new styles, and then the world takes it from us. Everybody want to be black, but don't nobody want to be black. See, the Bible tell you, the Quran tell you that the meek shall inherit the earth for a reason. You the meek. You the downtrodden, the despised, the rejected, the disenfranchised. That was talking about you. Understand what I'm saying? So we about to take our place and our destiny as the leaders of the world based upon being forged through 400 years of pain and suffering. All right? Diamonds in the rough. We the best of the best of the best. Remember, they put us on slave ships, right? And there was 200 of us, 300 of us, but only 20, 30 make it across. That means the best survived. Then they took us to the auction block and they, oh, give me the tall one. Oh, I want the tall one, I want the pretty one. So it was another weeding out process. All right, I'm gonna big my people up for a minute. Then after all of that, We was forged through pressure, 400 years of pressure, not to mention breeding. We want the tallest, because they can make more money off you. So the tallest niggas, we gonna put with the prettiest niggas. We gonna put the strongest niggas with the, this how they thought, this how they take. So we was breeding, which is why at the end of our sojourn here in America, we are at the forefront of everything, invention, intellect, science. We at the forefront of sports, at the forefront of creation. We creating all the new music genres. We creating everything. This is because we the best of the best of the best. And they know that. Because guess what? The best of the best of the best is being controlled by the worst of the worst of the worst. Genocidal, enslaving, war maniacs got control of the best people. Baby, give me some water. Up in the history of the planet. Yeah, I'm bigging my people up right now. All right? Since everybody put us down, I'm bigging my people up right now. In the history of the damn planet. And they got control of us. So would you give us up? Speaking from a wicked mind who would genocidally wipe people, enslave people, if you was that mind, would you give up a people who you manipulated and controlled and is your golden goose? Huh? Would you give them up? You damn right they wouldn't. Which is why every time we go to talk about separation or doing for self in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they got a problem with that. Oh, we all need to come together. Don't tell me about coming together after you supremely segregated everything about America. The radio stations is segregated. You got to turn to B104 to listen to white shit. You got to turn to Hot 97 to listen to black shit. The movies, the TV shows, everything is segregated. The schools is segregated because the living is segregated. And it may be certain small integrated schools, but for the most part, even those schools is segregated. Y'all know, the white people sit with the white people, the black people sit with the black people, even in the segregated schools. So don't miss me with that integration stuff. They want to give you the illusion of inclusion, the illusion of integration, so that they can control your future, your destiny, and keep you from reaching your true and full potential. This is by design. This is by plan. I often tell people, whole world about to go to war. Whole world at beef with each other. And all my black people catch this point. But guess what? The problems of America ain't our problems. We victims of America too. So we got our own problems with this country. All right? Same with my African brothers. You had the whole world purposely underdeveloping Africa, purposely committing acts of war against Africa. So Africa don't have the beef that all of these other nations have. They don't have it because y'all been fucking with them. We ain't been fucking with y'all. Same with black people. We been getting fucked with. We don't fuck with people. So at the end of all of this, while the whole world about to beef a path and clear path for us to join and be free of all of this, while y'all beefing with each other, it's laid out right in front of us because we don't have the beef y'all got. So we unite with our African brothers. We go back to my boy Akon said, all right? Senegal City, we need to invest back in Africa. We got all of the diamonds, all of the resources, all the cocoa, all of the tea. We got everything over there in Africa. We do not need America for nothing. And then we will be free and absolved of all of the karma that's coming on this country, bro. Like at the end of the day. Now, y'all all say, oh, look, I didn't enslave nobody. My family just got here 70 years ago. I'm Italian American. All right, that's cool. So join the fight then. All right? Tell your peoples to get right, or we don't want to talk. Tell your peoples to get right, point blank period, because we've been suffering and going through it for way too long. This is what you see. This is what you see. You see an outcry. You see a protest because we're tired of it. We're tired of going through the same stuff and not receiving justice. Y'all done put us back to sleep. But not no more. It's our generation. It's our turn to fight. Because guess what? In the 60s, they fought. In the 80s, they fought. Even in the 90s, rest in peace, my father always was going to a rally. He was always on the front line. Amadou Diallo, Abdul Lawima. My dad was on the front line of everything, God rest his soul. I grew up understanding that there was fighters even then. But we have been lulled to sleep as a generation. And we put too much value in the wrong things as opposed to the true war that we fighting right now. But guess what? The casualties of this war, they still happening. How many brothers you lost to the system? How many brothers, sisters you lost to disease? How many brothers, sisters you lost to prison, to murder, to death, to black on black crime? Talk black to me. Talk black to me. How many people have you lost? All of them. Every single one. Casualties of war. So we still dying. Y'all looking for an enemy. Y'all looking for something, which is why y'all so quick to kill one another. The enemy know that. They're type psychologists that are responsible for the conditioning programs that guide black people in certain directions. They know you a boiling pot ready to boil over. They know that. So they gonna make sure, since they control the pot, that they pour that boiling water where they want it to go. And now it's being poured right back into the black community. So we see suffering. So we see black on black crime. All that is designed. I don't want to hear it. Oh, y'all don't care when black people kill black people. And that's another lie. Bro, we rally. We go to the funerals deep, always feeling a sense of care, no matter what. We post, y'all need to stop doing this. My Facebook timeline be flooded when somebody died. Oh, y'all need to stop doing it. So what is this lie that we don't care when we lose our own? We do care. See, but the difference is we go to jail for that shit. They don't go to jail, which is why we rioting. They don't see consequences. Yo, y'all know in the same city of Minneapolis, right? A black cop killed a white girl last year. That nigga under the jail. He going to jail forever. And they gave her family 20 mil from the line of scrimmage, 20 million. So don't you sit here and tell me about equality, bro. Don't tell me things is equal. Do not. Because you lying to yourself and you a secret racist deep down, all right? You want to see things remain in this condition. You feel me? And I ask my white people, yo, y'all protesting, y'all rioting, but is y'all really ready to see a change in the shift? If you are, good. But understand that means y'all not gonna have the power that y'all once had, the privilege that y'all once had. Y'all gonna have to deal in a world of playing fair. Y'all was all born in a world that was unfair, in y'all advantage. We was born in a world that was unfair, but to our disadvantage. So don't tell me about all lives matter, because we coming up from hell, y'all coming down from heaven. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Y'all control 90% of the world's resources, central banks all throughout the world, the richest families around the world, those who really control and move stuff, they all white. Yo, they talking about the depopulation agenda. What you think that shit start with? Let me tell you. Y'all ever heard of the Negro dilemma? The Negro dilemma is a problem that the American government, which is why all American presidents got a problem with black people. That's why Obama ain't did nothing to change it. The Negro dilemma, the American president, he said, yo, look, there's too many niggas out here. Yo, we breeded them crazy during slavery. Now, they run out hundreds of millions of them. If we don't check this, they gonna become a threat to our economy. And then that biggest fear is that we was gonna rise up and then give them punishment and retribution for all the shit they did to us. They said, oh, this is called the Negro dilemma. So what we gonna do? We gonna make them think everything all right while we slowly kill them off. So eugenicists like Margaret Sanger, Gunnar Renaud, Hitler, all these boys, they devised a plan to kill black people off slowly. Okay? Slowly. All of the American presidents adopt this same plan before them and after them. But that plan was abortion. And now we see abortion clinics littering the black community. Fertility clinics in that community, but abortion clinics in our community. You see black death being the agenda in order of the day. Why is this? It's because of the Negro dilemma. They have to reduce your numbers severely. So when you're talking about population control, the entire notion started from black population control. Controlling the black population is still their chief number one design today, which is why every program and every policy is designed to make sure that we die at a higher rate. Coronavirus hit. Black folks is in the worst position ever. Not only our diets and all of the food, fast food and crap that they put in our community, but then on top of that, we don't got the same access to health care that all the rest of these people got. So they set things up, then they hit you with the virus, knowing it's going to take you out disproportionately. These is the same people I was just talking to a sister, well, it was a white girl, talking about all lives matter. She talking about Hitler. Oh yeah, y'all not the only people who went through stuff. Hitler, you know, first of all, this is what they do. Don't talk to me about Hitler, all right? Because Hitler's whole problem with the Jews was that he thought they was half black. Hitler hated black people. He killed just as many black people as he killed Jews. And his whole problem with the Jews was that he thought that their blood was tainted by black people because he was an Aryan white supremacist. His whole problem with Jews was black people. So even we had to suffer through Hitler. So don't talk to me about Hitler. We suffered through Hitler too. And we suffer more because of what happened with Hitler. The entire American system takes a blind eye to the African Holocaust because we so worried about the Jewish Holocaust. Now, mind you, I am sensitive to all loss of life, and what Hitler did to the Jews is 100% terrible. But let's not leave out what happened to black people during those times. Right there in Germany, black people have been getting killed all throughout the world. Why? Well, maybe because we could wipe every race off the planet through cohabitation alone. I can have sex with Chinese, no more Chinese. I have sex with Spin, no more Spin. I have sex with white, no more white. We can wipe every race off the planet through cohabitation alone. So that means our sperm is a threat to their genetic survival. So now all of them have come together to slowly wipe you out. Now you got AIDS in Africa, Ebola in Africa. All of a sudden, all of the diseases is hitting the black community the hardest. All this by design. I turn on Hot 97 and I'm appalled at the shit I listen to. The death that they promote. Wholesale. Mo Hard made a good point. He's like, yo, where all the rappers at? Y'all niggas talking all of this death, blood, killing shit. But I don't even see y'all right now on the front lines. I seen certain ones, Killer Mike, different ones out there on the protest. Killer Mike always been conscious. But a lot of these young niggas, even Polo G, shout out to Polo G, he dropped a real conscious song to Tupac Changes. Y'all need to check that out. That shit was fire, all right? But it's certain artists that's out there, but for the most part, they taking a silent. Now here it is, you done raised us and poisoned us on death. J. Cole, another one. You raised us and poisoned the community on death. You got a lot of black blood on your hand, Mr. Rapper. A lot of black blood. You. And as a community, we got to start protesting that shit too. All right? Y'all want to talk about Black Lives Matter? Well, if they really matter, let's stop allowing these rappers and glorifying these rappers who don't talk about nothing but killing young black people and running from cops. Fuck it. Y'all wonder why we ain't been doing nothing against the police for these last few years? It's the gangster rappers. They poisoned us against standing up to police. Catch that point. Same rappers that got you doing drugs, selling drugs, acting a fool, poisoned you against standing up to police. It went from fuck the police to the Jake's coming, I'm hopping the gate, running. I turn into Usain Bolt. Now you running from the cops instead of standing up to the police. What part of the game is that? Don't talk to me about Black Lives Matter. And we're not going to put that across the whole gamut. These damn black rappers that's out here that done sold their soul and sold their people out is responsible for just as much or more black death, okay, than these damn racist cops. Now, yes, the system is what perpetuates it. But those rappers sold their soul to the system for trinkets, for money. They sold their whole people out for money. Why you think I stopped throwing parties? Niggas wondering why folk stopped throwing parties. Folk had the best parties in Allentown, Easton, Bethlehem, the whole ABE. Folk stopped throwing parties because I'm against this rap music bullshit. So I start rapping positive. Because I cannot stand the music. And I can't be up there talking against rappers and the bullshit they doing in 1 second, and then I'm at the club Saturday night DJing the same music. Folk ain't fall off. Go look at my profile pictures. It's parties back far as I can see. Me and my brothers threw the best parties in high school. Ask about us. We was throwing all the best parties in high school. Bro, I could no longer do it because the music is horrible. And it's leading us down a destructive path towards death and destruction. I can't be a part of that, bro. So I don't curse in my music no more. Wait till the new album drop. My album is revolutionary. Wait on it. It's coming in July. On my birthday, July 12th. Self-titled, Focus. And every time you look at the title, I want you to remember what you got to do. Focus. You know what FOCUS stand for? For Our Cause and Ultimate Salvation. See, I'm deeper than y'all niggas even knew. DJ Focus, why he kept the DJ? Delivering jewels. I'm dropping jewels. Dropping jewels for Our Cause and Ultimate Salvation. DJ Focus. My nigga, I've been on this. We've been on this. This ain't no joke. Rest in peace, my father trained us for this. It's time, all right? What you gonna be? Because we was quickly turning into the coward generation. That's what I called us in my barbershop. Yo, we the coward generation, bro. The generations before us, they fought. They fought straight back to the 1800s. Nat Turner, Denmark, Vesey, Gabriel Prosser. All of the slave uprisings they don't tell you about. They don't teach you about. We've been fighting because we in war. Since they stole us, we've been in war. A part of that war is getting us to believe we have overcome, or we won the war, and then guiding us into killing each other so that they could use us against each other in the same war. They created the fratricidal war. They the one who put black against one another. It go back to slavery. They put black people against each other in slavery so that we wouldn't eventually uprise against them. How did they do it? Well, they gave certain niggas certain concessions. All right? The darker ones, you got to work in the field longer. The lighter ones, you come up into the front part of the house. The real lighter ones, you the house nigga. So the house nigga don't want to mess up his house nigga position. So now, he arguing with the field nigga. What you doing, nigga? You get your ass up out of here. Get up out of here. Now it's causing strife between them. Then the field nigga, the immediate front yard nigga, don't want to lose his position, or he want to make it to be the house nigga one day. So he got a problem with the field nigga. But this shit goes all the way back. This is Jim Crow at his finest, Willie Lynch at his finest. They purposely pit us against one another. And it's still a tactic to today. If we could get y'all niggas to fight each other, then y'all won't fight the power. If we could get y'all to fight each other, y'all won't fight the system. Bro, this is by divine design, bro. At the end of the day. So all of us, as a young people, we need to prepare and we need to get ready because this shit ain't over with. Y'all talking about coronavirus? Y'all want to talk about the riots and the protests? Man, black people dying all the time. I wasn't even scared about no coronavirus because we dying anyway. I lost my father at 62 from cancer. That's the system too. Poisoning black men, giving us cancer early. I'm already losing people. Corona what? My nigga's dead in jail forever. My nigga's going forever. Or and then dead, gone, never coming back. Bro, coronavirus, who? Bro, we got our own war we fighting. Let's not never allow people to change the narrative. Let's not never allow people to take us off of our square and off of our path. Because one thing is for sure, hard trials will establish truth. And after we get through this, after we get through these burning sands, it's paradise on the other side. It's a destiny. If you don't believe in God, which you should, but if you don't, do you believe in karma? If you believe in karma, then that should tell you that for all the shit we've been going through, we got some good shit coming back on the other side. That's the universe. It's light and dark. It's up and down. It's left and right. It's pleasure and pain. It's joy and sadness. It's positive and negative. Push and pull. So if we done been through all of this, what makes you think we don't got a better destiny coming on the other side? We do. And because of all of the evil they've done, they got something coming to them too. So don't tell me about integration after we done built the nation, after you done murdered us, killed us. Don't tell me about that. You want to integrate? Then come join the side of us. Don't tell us we got to integrate in your system to get freedom and vote. Yeah, vote. One day, while we keep killing niggers wholesale, you'll maybe get a mayor or maybe a governor. And if he works hard enough and passes the proper legislation, he might could change one law in one county or one city, perhaps. Huh? How many black folks died up until then? How many black folks died while we're waiting on legislation? Bro, I'm not beat. You're not going to sit here and tell me when to get my freedom. You're not going to tell me when I can go grab my freedom. It's my freedom. And this is how I want it. I want my own schools. I want my own jobs. I want my own government, because y'all ain't did right by us. My own companies, my own everything. And when we begin to build in that way, I don't want you to Black Wall Street us or civil rights movement us, where you done tricked us into shopping with y'all while segregation was still fully alive. I don't want none of that. We're going to build this on our own terms. Now, if you're talking about integration, then we'll let who we choose in. All right? We'll let some certain whites or whoever the hell else in based upon their dealings with us and their contract with us. But you're not going to tell me the only way for us to get freedom is for us to have to go through the same motherfucker who took it from us. What type of sense do that make? The only way we're going to get freedom is to vote in a system that, the same system that just finished destroying you. You're not making sense. And then one thing Obama should have proved, we had a black president for 8 years, nothing changed, everything got worse for black people. So that really should have proved to us that black salvation don't lie there. It don't lie in voting, it don't lie in none of that. On the local level, perhaps. You know, you get the right district attorney in, you get the right mayor in, perhaps he could do certain things. But 9 times out of 10, even those people are corrupted by the system, and they take concessions to even get in those positions. They ain't getting elected and hired unless they let the people know that they're for everybody, not just black people. We need leaders that's for black people. We need leaders that is for the struggle. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we need. And until we get that, the fight don't never stop. And black people, everybody else gonna riot, and then they gonna go back to their lives. They gonna go to this protest, go back to their lives. We gotta go back to the hood, bro. We gotta deal with our own war after this, bro. A war that we didn't cause, but that we suffering from. We got to go back and deal with the pain of black inferiority and black people destroying one another and having that negative inferior mindset towards one another, that contentious mindset towards one another. We got to go back to that. So for everybody else, this is a little day in protest, but for us, this is life, bro. This is our life, and we can never, ever forget the enemy. We can never forget what we're going through. We can never forget what we've been through. Our ancestors would turn in their graves if they see how we was acting in this day and age. Bro, it is time for mind development, community development, social development, moral development, economic development, spiritual development, physical development. You heard? That's what it's time for. It's time for you to make yourself better every single day. To take no shorts from nobody for no reason. We will succeed as a people. We will make it to the promised land. We will get where we going. Don't you ever forget it. We will. We will. We will make it. I love y'all. We will make it. It's my black picture, man. I love it. Nefertiti. Try to make her right in the movies too. Everybody. You watch the Gods of Egypt, watch all these movies. You see a bunch of white people. Like, come on, man. We tired of this. We tired of the lies. We tired of the lies. All right? We tired of y'all manipulating against us to purposely disenfranchise us. We fought for shit in the 60s, bro. We fought for it, and as soon as we gained it, what they do? They hit us with the franchises, the drugs. All in the 70s, they ravaged us. They hit us with benign neglect. Don't forget about that. If you don't know about benign neglect, yeah, benign neglect, well, that basically says if we don't acknowledge black folks got a problem, we don't got to fix the shit. So the entire country took a stance and a policy towards adding to the national amnesia of what the fuck black people was going through. It's called benign neglect. It's a policy implemented by the American government, given to them by master psychologists, to to trick the people and to believe in black people don't have nothing to fight about. So now you hear a lot of the narratives. Black people need to stop complaining. All lives matter. That was 500 years ago. I tell people we've been in slavery for 500 years, and they say that was 500 years ago. What? You mean it started 500? Like, how do you rationalize things in your life, bro? How do you rationalize? We have suffered. We suffered. You believe in God? You believe in Bible? You believe in the children of Israel? They suffered. What happened? God sent them Moses. God gave Moses a stick. Moses had power. He had God back. He split a whole ocean to get him away from the niggas that enslaved him. Now all of a sudden with us, we gotta do it on our own. And we gotta do it by voting in the same system. Well, maybe one day, if you work hard enough, you could be Pharaoh too. I don't wanna be Pharaoh. I don't wanna be president. I don't want my legacy to be their legacy. I want my legacy to be the legacy of genocidal slave, war-mongering maniacs. It's not what I want. I don't want that. I don't want that to be my legacy. That's their legacy. So you look at your scripture, God never said integration. That man said separation. He said, let my people go. Whether you believe in God or not, the 400-year slavery of the children of Israel can be mirrored to the 400-year slavery of black people. So that means how they got up out of their situation can be mirrored to how we got up out of our situation. Don't ever tell me we got the vote. Don't ever tell me one day, hopefully, after all this death, things may turn around in 100 years while people still dying, and then you still gonna have to be forced to share in our karma. If China bombed tomorrow and blew the whole America up, and not to say that, you know, whatever, I'm just saying that that's not our karma because we're victims of this country. You know what I'm saying? If World War III happened tomorrow, and or just all of the evil that America did, the slavery, the genocide, came back on their ass. It was a collapse, civil war, nuclear bomb, whatever the fuck. That's not our karma, bro. It's not our karma. We got another karma coming. We shouldn't have to deal with that karma. So you're telling me that I gotta wait around, vote for mad years to come and be a part of their system, the same system that destroyed me, mutilated me, brutalized me, raped me, disenfranchised me, all on purpose. I gotta hopefully one day be a part of that system, and then the only benefit I get is to share in their karma? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let us alone. Like Frederick Douglass said, bro, leave us alone. Like Moses said, like Elijah said, let my people go, bro. You love us that much? You still want to deal with us? Cool. But let us govern ourselves, because y'all not doing a good job. Let us police ourselves, because y'all not doing a good job. Bro, you're not. It's a hypocritical system. This is the same system that'll tell you, babe, give me a water. This is the same system that'll tell you not to beat your children, but then the first time they do anything out in public, lock them up for life. Hold up. You just told me not to discipline and have consequences for my children so that you could give them the highest consequences of the land? Unfair, disproportionate consequences? So I can't discipline my children, but you can? This is bull. This is crap. It's all by design, bro. The destabilization, all by design. The destruction, all by design. The family destruction, all by design. Don't ever get it twisted, bro. Don't you ever get it twisted. I can take my sip of water. Get my preacher rag out. Sunday sermon with Uncle Folk, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta dab my shit, man. Sunday sermon, man. That's what this is, all right? It's too much going on now. They had protests today out in Easton, protests in Allentown, protests I don't know if Plainfield did that yet. Newark, I think Franklin was today. All throughout the country, people protesting. You goddamn right. It's time to stand up. It's time to stand up. Oh, the looting, the rioting. That shit got their attention though, didn't it? It got their attention, didn't it? I could bet you These riots, this unrest, saved thousands of lives that you don't even know. That a cop, next time, he coked out or whatever these cops be on, because you know they be sniffing coke off the dashboard and all that extra shit. Next time these cops is drunk, coked up and stupid, whatever the hell had them out there ready to pull that trigger, they gonna think twice about it. Because they know about the civil unrest. They know these cops is getting locked up. You gotta surround their houses and all of that. All right? Don't you ever get it twisted. Don't you ever get it twisted. They gonna think, and I can guarantee you lives will be saved from this, man. That's Uncle Folk with this Sunday sermon, man. Hope y'all had a good time. Hope y'all learned something. Feel me? The Focus podcast is coming, and it's coming soon. All right? I'm looking for my co-host now. I narrowed it down to either out of Malcolm Dot, my boy Malk. All right? I got a couple other candidates, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I asked my big bro, he said he can't do it, he too busy, but he gonna be a frequent guest. And we gonna get this knowledge out here, bro. Bottom line, we gonna get it out here. I'm dedicating myself to this, man. That's why I quit throwing the parties. That's why I quit rapping crazy. I still rap because I'm talented and because I know that's the graveyard of our people. We stuck up in rap. So I could use rap as a catalyst to get messages across. So that's why I still do that. You know what I mean? And I do DJ weddings, Sweet 16s, anything I got to play good music at, so hit me up. I got a DJ company. But I don't do the nightclubs or anywhere that I got to play that gangster rap BS. You can't even, you do DJ at 50th birthday, you can't even play no trap music, all right? So I still do that, but that's about it. But the reason why I stopped doing, I done stopped doing all of the parties and all of that, because I'm taking more of a conscious stand, okay? So at the end of the day, join me as I take this conscious journey. You feel me? Follow with me as I take this conscious journey. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. Because the warriors of today, since we living in a mind prison, in a prison of the mind, the warriors of today are warriors of the mind. The Jedi Knights of today are the Jedi Knights of the mind. You got to sharpen your mental swords. You got to load up your mental ammo so that when you come into contact with a young brother who's going down the path of destruction because that's the path the system put him on, you can save that young man from that path of destruction because you know how to talk to him. You are an intellectual individual who is a studied man, a mental warrior. You know how to free him from that mental prison that got him ready to kill his own, act a damn fool, spend all his money, and not build nothing. That's a mental prison. You got the ability to save these young kids from that mental prison by studying and sharpening yourself up. Each one teach one, lead by example. Show your friends and family that the positive route does work. Point blank, period. And I know we coming up from hell and not down from heaven, and it's not going to be overnight, but at least feed that wolf. You don't have to listen to all hip hop and party all the time, and then when you bored and you don't got nothing to do, turn on Netflix. Take an hour a day and learn something. Learn something about the fight, the struggle, so that you can teach your people how to navigate and guide their way through this bramble, navigate and guide their way through this path of destruction that has been laid out before them. Thank you for listening to me. I leave you as I came to you, and greeting words of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep. Power to the people. Peace.